Hello and welcome to the Game Review, and today we will be reviewing a indie game by Team Meat called Super Meat Boy. I'm going to go straight into it because I haven't got as much time as I usually would with the game review, so it's going to be about 3-4 minutes long. So I'm going to go straight into it, and what I first off noticed about the game is it's really unforgiving like Castlevania. I'm going to keep on referencing to Castlevania throughout this because it is one of my favourite games of all time, and I know I'm not old enough for it, but I used to play it as a kid because my brother had it on, I can't remember what console it is now, but I'll talk about that throughout this and why I reference to Castlevania. So your Castlevania style is, if you don't do very well, you're going to get beaten up by a spike, a saw, or anything like that, because it's so unforgiving, and if you don't learn quickly, you basically don't do well ever in this game, because it is one of the most unforgiving games I've played in the last year or so, and probably one of the most unforgiving games other than Castlevania, because that is really just, it slaps you in the face constantly. Another thing I really love is the art style. It's really distinctive. You wouldn't think it's any other company if you saw it. It's lovely, everything stands out. Not really so bright, but the contrast of the colours is just spot on. Another thing I like about it is how it teaches you how to play. In most games it kind of gives you like a piece of paper and goes, read the 16-page manual of how to do everything. It kind of does that, but if you miss the whole 3 seconds of how to sprint jump on the second or third level, you're not going to be able to do anything, because you have to reload the game or reload that level. Because I didn't see it because I looked away, just because my mate was here and we were playing it. So I just installed it for the first time, because this is a game I've played from last week till yesterday, because I've just loved this game so much. So we know both of us didn't see the whole sprint button. We couldn't work out how to do this, so you have to reload it, and you could work it out, but it's a lot of trial and error. So it's a very nice touch to try and make you create yourself, really. And then that makes me sound very pretentious, but it's a lovely style. A few things, there's very few nitpicks that I don't like about this. The whole control system on the keyboard and mouse, I know it was created for a console controller, Xbox controller, but I haven't got any wired ones. I'm sure you can get them connected to Bluetooth or whatever, but yeah, it's a lot of hassle. The keyboard and mouse controls are a bit clunky, they're not polished off. It's nothing too noticeable, but it notices to me, and it kind of, instead of playing for like 6 hours, I only play for 3 hours, because it kind of gets on my nerves, not spot on controls and all that. There's only one more thing after this. It's a very, very small nitpick on it. It's when you go to choose your level on the level selection screen, there's about a whole 2 seconds of your Super Meat Boy just sinking into the ground, and it really gets on my nerves because it takes a long time to choose the world, then choose the level, and then when you're into the world's level select, it takes such a long time to get from level to level because your Super Meat Boy moves really slowly in that screen. This is the part of the show type deal that I don't really talk much. Nothing's really scripted at this point, where it's called My Thoughts. This is my thoughts, and I would say that this game is one of my favourites of, I think it's last year's actually, but one of the favourite games I've played this year, and I definitely recommend playing it. My out of 10 of this would be probably 8.5, because there's a few things that just annoy me. The whole clunkiness on the keyboard and mouse it just gets on my nerves. But I've played a lot of this game, and I hope you buy it and pick it up, or however you want to download this game. I wouldn't recommend illegally downloading it, because these guys are indie development and they need every penny that they can get. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick review, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.